Good morning, everyone. Today's the day. When you stop in, make sure you say hi. It's important today. Just waiting for everything to key up on my computer and we'll be ready to go. Hi, guys. Let's see. Oh, look at that. I got myself up this morning. Hi, guys. Make sure when you come in, you say hi. Need to do that today. Hi, Jackie. Hey, everybody. Good morning, Mary. Good morning, Peggy. Good to see everybody this morning. Hi, Dave. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, everybody. Special day. It's a special day today. Hi, Carolyn. Everybody got a beverage? This is going to take a few minutes to make. Freezing, though. Good morning, Jackie. Thank you. Happy anniversary to me. Okay, so the anniversary is not of Creations by Karen. Creations by Karen has been around forever. Good morning, Annie. Thank you. But 1 year ago today, it's actually 1 year ago today, that I started doing the tutorials on my Facebook page. Good morning, good morning. And I decided to do it because I was talked into it by someone. Good morning, Marianne. Good morning. And I thought, okay. Oh, Lexi's here for a visit. Come on up, say hi, everybody. Come on. And just to kind of get us through the COVID thing, right? Because people were bored. Right, good morning, good morning, good morning, Stacy. I can see everybody jumping on. And I'm glad to see you. Okay, come say hi. Come on. There we go. There's Lex. And it's kind of exploded, but I'm glad everybody's here this morning. Good morning, good morning. Lex is here for a visit. Good morning, Kathy. So thank you to everybody that's coming on today and saying hi. Make sure you interact with me this morning because I'm going to do some giveaways today to celebrate my first anniversary. Me and Lexi. Hanging out in our basement every Sunday morning and entertaining you people. Good morning, good morning. Oh, thanks, Annie. Good morning, Fran. So let's get going. So 157 people shared my post, and I put you all in a bucket. And I'm going to pick a name. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon in UK. Well, get yourself a beverage, man. Oh, Lexi's leaving. Okay. So for everyone that shared the fact that I'm doing this Sara flower, which is my nemesis. My nemesis is the Sara flower. I'm going to make it for you guys because you guys wanted it. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, so everybody's name is in this bucket that shared the post. And I'm going to pull a name, and that person is going to win that sunflower bee. And I'm going to be giving away wreaths all through the tutorial today, so make sure that you come on and say hi. Okay, are you ready? Let's have a drum roll. Good morning, Linda. Happy anniversary. First time here, Lisa. Well, welcome. So if you're new to my page, make sure you say hi. Tell me where you're from. Good to see you guys. Look at all you guys here. Okay, you ready? Okay, so the person that won this sunflower wreath, I don't know what Lexi's doing, is got a name. Oh. And the winner of the sunflower bee wreath is Bonnie McMurphy. Bonnie McMurphy, you won the bee sunflower. There's going to be other ones today, so stay tuned, people, and we're going to get some draws. Hi, Sue. Love the cat. Well, she has a personality all of her own. From Havelock, Ontario. Where's Havelock, Ontario? Charlene? Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. Bonnie, I'm going to get in touch with you and make arrangements for you to get that. Okay, so we're going to make a Sara flower today. Thanks, guys. From West Virginia. You're from London, Sue. Okay, so we're going to make a Sara flower. It's called a Sara flower because the person that designed this is from, her name is Sara. That's why it's called a Sara flower. And people, their names for people that made certain wreath, not wreaths, but petals. Thanks, guys. Petals. I think I need to design a petal so I can have one named after me. Can't wait to see this one. Well, we'll see how it goes. Good morning from Iron Bridge, Ontario. Hi, Donna. Hi, Doris. Okay, so thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. I'm so glad you guys are here. Okay, so we're going to make the Sara flower this morning. It's going to take a little while to make it, but all through the tutorial I'm going to be giving out stuff. So make sure you comment when I ask you to. Good morning, Carrie. Because that's important, all right? So we're going to be making this on a Unique in the Creek small flower board. Small flower board from Unique in the Creek. It's a Canadian company. These are awesome, and I strongly suggest if you are a wreath maker that you use the Unique in the Creek boards. They're great, and it takes all the thought out of making anything except for the Sara flower. That took a lot of thought. Okay, so Unique in the Creek small flower board is what we're using. Good morning, Fort. I'm glad you're here on my anniversary. I wish you were here at any time, but welcome this morning. So what I've done is I've preloaded this board, and I put tie wraps in every one of these, watching from Thorndale, in every one of these holes, okay? And in the, okay, so they're numbered. So this is the first one, 2, 3, and 4, okay? And what I've done is put tie wraps on each one, 1, 2, each hole, see? And then on the third one, I've used shared holes, okay? So that's important. So if you look at the back, you could see that there's single tie wraps in these two, and then I'm using the shared holes in this one. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning, Sandra. Good morning, good morning, good morning. They're great boards for beginners, and they're also great boards for people that have been making wreaths because they're easy. Good morning, Crystal. Nice to see you. Okay, so I've preloaded my boards, and these are 6-inch tie wraps. I got these from Unique in the Creek. Cable ties, I guess. Miniature cable ties, 18 pounds. Good morning, Stephanie. So this is what it looks like. They come in a package of 100. So we're going to get going. I did pre-cut all the mesh. I did use poly burlap mesh, and I cut it at 10 inches by 10 inches. 10 inches wide, 10 inches long. Because otherwise I would be here forever. And so I'm going to show you how to do the petal. And I'm going to start. Happy anniversary from Cambridge. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay? So I've got my poly burlap, and I'm going to do the sort of the first row of the center first, okay? So this is my poly burlap cut in 10 by 10. Now I did cut it all, and I put something heavy on top of it in order to make it flat because I didn't want that curl. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to make the petals for the inside. So I'm going to use 4 pieces of mesh for the inside. So I'm going to use 2 pink and 2 white. I'll put these aside. Okay? Good morning, good morning. Does instructions come with the boards where you put the zip ties, especially the shared holes? I can give you instructions, or you can just go back and watch the replay. But I'll show you as we go along. Okay, so I'm going to start with white. Right? So this is for the inside of the Sara flower. Okay? So it looks like a rose sort of in the inside, and then on the outside there's just petals, right? So you're going to take your 10 by 10 piece of poly burlap. Poly burlap is good for these because it's thicker and it holds it better, okay? So, sorry, I'm going to use cross side up. I've got a finished edge on the right and the left. I'm going to turn it to sort of a diamond shape, and I take the top piece, good morning, and bring it down to the bottom, like this, okay? So that's what it looks like. I triangle. Then I've got my board here that has, oh, hi Tina. The videos are your instructions. Well, that's great. Thank you. Welcome, Tina. Okay, so I'm going to take my triangle that I've made, and I'm going to scrunch it at the 2-inch mark. So that's what it looks like. It kind of looks like an umbrella. You see it? And then I'm just going to take there we go, a clear small rubber band, and I get these at the Dollar Tree. Good morning, all the way from Listowel. Well, welcome, Brenda. Morning, Tammy. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little rubber band on this to hold it in place. Okay, at the 2-inch mark, like that. Okay, see that? Give me a thumbs up if you've got me. And then I'm just going to take my scissors, and these are good scissors. Good morning, Ange. And then cut this. And it flies everywhere, but that's okay, right? So then I've got this little umbrella with a little end to it. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Tina. It's good to see you. All right, so that's the first one. I'm going to do it again so I can show you. I'm going to do it 4 times, actually. Okay, so just take this, curl side up, take the top to the bottom, come to your grid, make it 2 inches. You want these all to be about the same. Did you buy the mesh like this? I cut the mesh with my wood burner. This does take quite a while to make, so I did cut them all ahead of time. Okay, so then just took my little rubber band, made an umbrella, and then I'm just cutting off this excess at the bottom. Okay, so there's 2. Going to do 2 more with the pink. Good morning, Charlene. Good morning, Shawnee. Okay, so you got curl side up with your finished edge on the right and the left. Come down to the point, scrunch it up at the 2-inch mark. So the reason I have this is because I don't pay for anything I don't need. So I made my grid. So I got a piece of poster board, and I put down what I wanted on it, and then I just got a piece of glass, which was a shelf from a fridge, and I put it on top. Because when you're using a wood burner on any surface, it'll, like if you used it on a wood table, it would burn right through the table. So that's why you use glass. Okay? Cut this off. And I'll do one more. And as I'm going along, I'm going to tell you guys, show you guys how to do this and the finish edges as we go along. Okay? So just find your grid at 2 inches. Good morning, good morning. You have a hard time with the center? Believe me, Release, I did too. I made the first one and said I would never do it again. But guys, you guys asked, I am doing it again. And I have done a couple. I have done a couple since just to get the hang of it. So I don't look like a total idiot doing it for you guys. Okay, so there we go. So there's 4. That's right, the poly burlap comes in 10-inch rolls, and you're cutting it in 10-inch lengths. Thank you, Tina. Good morning, stuff. Okay, so I've got my preloaded Unique in the Creek board here. Small flower board for those of you that are late to the party. So I'm going to start with white because I want the white to be in the center. So I'm going to place this, taking the bottom of it to the center row, and I'm going to face this in towards me. Okay? So I just place it down like this, take my needle nose pliers like this, and snug it up tight. And I'm going to put all of these on before I start rolling them. Okay, then I have my handy little concoction here. Just snug it up and cut it at the same time. Now don't worry about the fray on the edge, you're not going to see it. And then my next one's going to be pink, and I'm going to point it in the opposite direction. Okay, so initially I put the white one in this way, so on this one I'm going to put it in this way. Are the wreaths behind you for sale? So yes. A lot of them are going to be given away today. but yes, they are. Good morning, Damien. So the first one went in towards the center. This is coming in towards the outside. Okay, so just place it down towards the outside of the board. Take your needle nose pliers and snug it up. And I'll show you as I'm going along what it looks like, so you can see what it looks like on the board. Okay, snug it up, cut it off. Okay, so there's my 2 petals in. See how this one's facing out and this one is facing in. Are you good? Okay, then take your white. So we're going to go white, pink, white, pink. So here's my white. My white is going to face into the center. And then take your needle nose pliers, snug it up, and then cut it off. Make sure you have a garbage handy. And then my last one is going to be pink, and I'm going to have it facing the outside. Okay, so this is facing in, this is facing out. Good morning, Peggy. So pink is facing out, white is facing in for the inside. Okay? Okay, snug it down. Take your cutter, and you can use wire cutters. You can use whatever you want making this. Okay? There we go. Okay, so there's my 4 petals that I've placed in. I have 2 white and 2 pink. Are you good? Okay. Good morning, Janie. Okay, so I'm going to take my white first, and I'm just going to start curling it like this. So it's like a tube, right? So I just come around. You see, guys, see that? So I'm just curling it like this. Once I get about halfway, I take the outside and I start curling it this way. And you keep this really snug, guys. Okay, so you're not going to be letting go of it. Alright, so there's what curling the inside looks like. Can you see it? Give me a thumbs up if you can see it. Just for a bit of a laughter when you trim the plastic ties of toenails hurt. Oh my goodness. Bonnie Clark, good morning, Bonnie Clark. Okay, so then you're going to take your next petal and you're going to start curling it around your inside petal. Right? So this is how it looks. Just come around. So you're going to go pink or white, then pink. So it kind of looks like that center back there. And I'm doing this in pink. And the person that wins this at the end, because I'm going to give it away at the end of it, of this tutorial, they can choose between pink, purple, or I did a black plaid one. Did you guys see that? Good morning, Dave. Watching you on your... Oh, am I that big, Michelle? Good morning, Franny. Okay, so then you take your white, and just like you did on the other ones, just start coming around. Go around like this. All right? So come around, and just make sure you keep it holding it snug. Okay? You don't want it, you want it to be really tight on there. Okay? And then there's where I'm at so far. See how I'm hanging on to it so it's not going anywhere. Just take your next one, come around. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Alright, and just come around again. This looks like it's popping up. You can just kind of squish it down. Good morning, guys. Alright, so there's where we're at with the center. Okay? This is what the center looks so far. It's going to get bigger. Good morning, good morning. Alright, well, it's going to get bigger, but I'm going to do the outside petals first. Okay, so then I took a clothes peg and I just kind of stuck it down there because I didn't want it to travel on myself. Alright? Good morning, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Okay, so there's where we're at with the center. Now, it doesn't look like much yet. Love the way you explain what you're doing. You know, I just explain it the way it sounds right to me. Certainly, if there's other people on here, because I know there's a lot of people on here that have made these before, if you have a different way, just explain it the way you think you need to. Just go on here and just explain it. Okay? So, has everybody following me? Give me a thumbs up. I want to see thumbs up if you get it so far. If you're late to the party, you're going to have to start at the beginning later. All right. Okay, so that's my center. I'm going to put this aside for a second. So the next thing we're going to do is make the outside petals. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Michelle. Monkey's Creations is here. Oh my God. Now I'm nervous, Michelle. Yikes. Okay. You're making me a bit nervous, Michelle. Okay, so we're going to start. Good morning, Nancy. Welcome. So if you're first here for the first time, say hi. Okay, so far so good, Dave? Sweet. Okay, good to go. Okay, so we're going to do the outside petals first. Now, this took me a while to figure this out. Michelle from Monkey's Creations. If you haven't gone to her page, go to her page. Go to her page, and she makes great wreaths, Michelle. Okay, I won't be nervous. She has a lot of followers, and actually she was a person that I saw that got me into making these wreaths using the Unique in the Creek board. Tina Kelly is here. Also, thanks for coming, Debbie, Tina, and she represents Unique in the Creek. I don't know if the Unique in the Creek big person is on today. Is Lori here? Anyways, we're going to start making this petal. So, I forget the name of this petal. I don't know the name of it. But anyways, I saw, Michelle, you made this for me. So, you're going to have this curl side up with finished edges on the right and the left. Good morning, good morning. That's because you're so talented. Well, I'm a lot of things. Talented, I don't know. Hi, Angela. Okay, so finished edge, front, left and right. I'm going to make it into a triangle, take my top and come here, right? Just like you did at the beginning with the center part, right? So this is what it looks like right now. Now, this can be tricky, but I'll show you guys. Good morning, Rudy. So I put this palm on the top of this petal because I don't want it to go anywhere, because I want it to be really sharp and precise. Because Michelle tells me that you got to make sure everything looks precise, especially with this petal. Okay, so then I'm going to come into the middle, and I'm going to make a scrunch, right? Then I'm going to scrunch again, and scrunch one more time, and then I'm going to do it on the opposite side. So I scrunch here, and scrunch here. Dean Michael fold. That's what it's called. Thank you, Tina. You know, I probably would have gone back and went, oh, it's a Dean Michael fold. Okay, so then you just bring this all together, and this is what you're left with. The Dean Michael fold. Watching first time. Thanks, Hemi. I know, you know, as soon as I saw that Michelle was on here and Tina, I got nervous. Because you guys, I don't do this for a living. I do this purely for your entertainment. Sorry, did you say how many mesh this will take? It takes 2. Now, I bought this mesh from Unique in the Creek, but they do have it at Michael's. When I did it with Michael's mesh, I used 2 full rolls of the purple and 1 roll of the white, but I think the rolls are smaller. So I think with the Unique in the Creek, and I do add petals for the this particular Sara flower, and I used a roll in a bit because I added extra to the center. Okay, so there's where we're at. Now, remember when I made that sunflower bee and I said sometimes this comes apart? Remember how I showed you how you can kind of train them to go in I'll show you later, all right? So there's where we're at so far. You got it? You got it, guys? Okay, super. Let me make another one. And once again, I have these all made and folded because we would be here until Wednesday because I go slow. Right, so here's my left and right finished edges. turn it in a V, and then take the top, come down to the bottom, and you kind of want them all to be traveling in the same direction, meaning the finished edges are going to be going the same direction, right? So put your hand on the top of it, come into the middle, scrunch it, and then scrunch again. And so I do like 3, 2, 3, and then there's this little hanging extra ones, and I just tuck them in as well, right? So this is what we're left with. Dean Michael fold. You're doing fantastic. You always make me. Well, thank you, Tina. Appreciate it. Slow and steady. Well, slow and steady. And then I just take a rubber band and I put it on. Okay? So there's where we're at, guys. So you're going to need 16 of these for the outside row. 16 of these petals. And make sure that you don't get very concerned about it coming. I mean, it's important for it to stay sort of looks like one petal instead of 2. But remember, I'll show you how to kind of remedy that. Thank you, Tina. Okay, so let's put them on the board, shall we? All right, so here's my Unique in the Creek flower board that I've already done the center. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you. And I'm going to put the outside petals on now, right? So here are the ones that I've made, and see how it's the finished edges on this side? It's going to go in the same direction. So I just take my petal and place it in my board, in my tie wrap that I've already placed, and I'm going to take my needle and those pliers, and I'm going to snug that bad boy up. Okay? And I've got a whole bucket. Look, I got a whole bucket of them. And I'm going to put them all in, and I'm going to clip them all at the end. Amazing. Well, I'm trying, guys, right? So you just place your petal in, and then snug it up. And you guys, you want to make sure that these are always the same size from the bottom. So I usually like make it halfway between the first and the second row. So I'm not worried about snugging these up particularly because I am going to be using my zip tie puller and cutter. Hi guys, hi guys. How's it going? So I know you guys, some of you guys have been here since the very beginning, and I so appreciate it. If you're watching this on my YouTube channel, I have a YouTube channel. It's called Creations by Karen. I just transfer this to my YouTube channel with a few moderations. Anyways, I started doing this because people were bored during the first wave of the COVID, and I love the pink too. And I just thought, you know, somebody had asked me if I would go on my Facebook page and show people how I make stuff, and I've made a lot of stuff. It's not always wreaths. I've made some outdoor stuff and all sorts of crafts. Yeah, people, it's just kind of gotten crazy. So I'm semi-retired now because this has become like crazy. Decided I'd like to spend more time in my basement making crafts and less time at the hospital. We got it. Thanks, guys. This is too much stuff here. These are called aviation snips. I called them wire cutters when I first started doing this. Fort told me now they're aviation snips, and these work great, except they cut fingers as well. So keep going. Let's keep going around. And the good thing about the Unique in the Creek board is that, where did you purchase the elastic you're using? I got them at Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree, you can get them in clear. You can get them in a lot of different colors. I'll buy the clear. Good morning, Deb. You're late to the party. It's all right. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, so, so we do outdoor stuff. Made yardsie sets. I'm going to do that again. I had a lot of people ask. So it's not always wreaths. For example, next week, we are going on Sunday, we are going to make a planter. that I'm going to put on my front porch. Because somebody asked me if I've ever done planters, and I said, oh no. But you know what? When you ask me to do something, I do them. Dollar Tree is a great place to buy them. Yep. And if you're watching from the United States, we have a store in Canada called Dollarama. You don't have them there. You have Dollar Tree and other stuff. Dollarama also has a lot of stuff that I buy. I probably go more to Dollar Tree than I do Dollarama, because here's my thing with Dollarama. When it first started with the hair supply, when it first started Dollarama, everything was $1. Do you remember that, Canadian people? Everything at Dollarama was $1. Give me a thumbs up if you went to Dollarama when everything in the whole store was $1. Okay? And since then, it has changed to not just $1. Some things are up to like $5. So, I think if you're going to call it a Dollarama, it should be $1. It's just my thought. It means really nothing. So, if you're new to my Facebook page, welcome. Look how we're going around here. I do kind of just random stuff. You never just quite know what I'm going to come up with. I do something called $10 Tuesday when we make a craft that is $10 or less. Good morning, good morning. Yeah. So it doesn't always have to be a wreath. I like making wreaths, so especially with these unique and the Greek boards, they're great. Okay. I've heard Dollar Tree is going to do the pricing like that. I hope not. I hope not. Because I think if a dollar store is a dollar store, it should be $1. It's just my thought process. It means nothing. Okay, so we have one more to put in for your outside. First time watching you, and that black and white wreath in the back is absolutely stunning. Yes, I had someone ask me to make that for them, and then I made another one because I really like it too. Thank you. It's also a Sara flower, just like we're doing today. Okay, guys. So, there's the end. So I tucked this one underneath this one, right? So this is what we look like so far, with all my first petals in. Okay, now I'm going to go around and I'm going to cut all the excess tie wraps off with my handy little tie wrap snugger cutter. It took me a while to figure this one out on how to work this, but I got it now. Took me a while. So making wreaths is pretty easy. It's just repetition. Right? The more you make, the easier it gets. So my wreathers out there, do you agree with me? You shared. Thanks, Pam. I'm glad you shared, my friend. Not supposed to say shared on Facebook. Whoops. Okay, so let's go around and cut these all off. Alright, so you have 16 on the outside. 16 of them. And everybody does things their own way. Patience, persistence, and creativity. Yep, agree. Okay. So I've cut all my excess tie wraps off. Now I'm just going to go around. This is just me. You don't have to do this. I just go around and move my tie wrap heads over to the side. Because sometimes I think putting the next petal will make the petals stand up a little bit. But that's just me. Don't have to do this. Just me. Okay. I'm going to start following you, but I'm running on fumes. No sleep. Oh, my goodness sakes. Go have a nap, Tina. I'm glad you came. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay, so all my tie wraps I'm going to put to the side. Alrighty. Okay, guys. So there's where we're at. We got our first row in. We're going to go with white. Alright, so the fold is exactly the same as the first fold. Right? All these outside petals and the inside petals, except for the center, are all done with that petal. You can watch the replay. It's okay. You can watch the replay. Alright, so you're going to need 8 white, right? So you just take your petal and you slip it in, being about halfway down, and you snug it up. And we're doing the same thing, and you're only going to need 8 of these white, and that's why you use 1 roll of white. So if you bought your mesh at Michael's, you're going to need 2 rolls of the primary color and 1 roll of the accent color. Pink being on this particular wreath, the pink is the outside color, primary color, and the white is the accent color. Okay? Snug them up. Hi guys, hi guys. Karen's fun to watch. I know. So here's a question for you. There could be a prize involved, so let's hear your answers, alright? I want to see them. I'm going to do the draws at the end. So I've been doing this a year now. A year today that I started doing these tutorials. So are you here to learn how to make these things that I make? Or are you here for the pure entertainment of me? I want to see. I want to see what you guys are saying. So, you need to answer my question. Are you here to make a wreath? Or are you here to just listen and watch me? Or are you here to win something? Let me see. Come on, guys. You're going to need 8. 8 of these accent colors. Let's have your answers. Both. Both. So, for those of you that, oh, look at you guys, to watch you make things. Oh, good. Newbie. You're a newbie. Welcome. I am me. I am never going to be somebody I'm not. Oh, you're here to learn. Yay. I'm glad to hear that, guys. So, during the COVID thing, everybody needed a little interaction with people. So I think this had kind of silly question. You're here for all 3. All right. Thanks, guys. All right. You're here to watch my cat shenanigans. Yeah. Yeah. She's calmed down in a year. Remember when I first started, she would get up and like lay on the table. Because you know what? I live alone. And she would always think I was talking to her. Because I talk to her all the time. Just a breath of fresh air. Well, thank you. I'm here at everything I can. Oh, look at you guys. Okay, that's good. Okay, take your little cutter thing and just clip these all off. See how fast this goes with using the Unique in the Creek board? When I first started making these, I'm here to watch and learn. I've attempted to make, you know what, it takes time, Liz. It just takes time. Just keep going. Just persevere. Anyways, when I first started making wreaths, I used wire forms from the Dollar Tree. And then I stumbled across Michelle, and I'm going to turn these to the side, like before. And she was using these Unique in the Creek boards. I know. And it just took one time. I ordered them, and you can order them at uniqueinthecreek.com and order boards. I've used flower boards. I've used the cross board. They have horse head boards, like triangle boards, like all sorts of boards. You can also buy mesh there, zip ties, like crazy. And it's kind of changed everything. Where can I purchase that cutter. You know what? It doesn't even have a name on it. It just says 10G Tech on it. And I got mine on Amazon. Amazon. Love the colors. Love it too. Okay, so we got the outside 2 rows done. This is where we're at. Okay. Zip tie gun. Yep. I thought you were having a nap, Tina. Yeah, they're awesome. Okay, we're going to go back to pink. Now, I've put 16 zip ties on this one. On your way to church. Okay. See you later. I put 1 in each hole, and then I used shared holes, right? So I have a total of 16 on the 3rd row. And this is a bit different from the normal Sara flower because I wanted a little bit more fullness. So that's why I have extra, which is just a little different than what she did. But, you know, make things your own. That's what crafting is all about, just to find something and just make it for you. And if you're doing this to sell them, you just make it so it looks good. I have 4 boards waiting for me to start. Get on it, Pam. They won't wait for you, my friend. Okay, take your zip tie or your needle nose pliers and just snug them up. So I'm just going to go around and place all of these in. And the reason that I did shared holes is because I just like the way it looks. Pretty colors. I know. I'm so happy they're Canadian too. Proudly Canadian. Unique in the Creek. All right. So everybody that commented on why they watch me, I'm going to put your name in a draw. And somebody's going to win that blue and gold flower there. Thank you very much. Yeah, just because, you know what? Today's my anniversary and I'm feeling generous today. Yep. Just place them down. No thought required on this one. Love the color. Love it too. So this is like a really nice pink. I think I got these ones at Unique in the Creek. They have a lot of different colors that you can get. And, I mean, we're Canadian here. Lori's here! Good morning, Lori! Okay, so, you guys, you know who's here? The person that owns Unique in the Creek! Lori's here! I'm excited. I'm excited that you're here, Larry. Look at him using a small flower board. I'm happy Lori's here. I'm happy Monkey's here. Michelle. I'm happy Lori's here. Tina was here. Guys, it's awesome that you came on. First time watching. Good to see everybody. Are you feeling better, Lori? 16-hour. Yep. Yay, Canadian. Yay. Loving it. Loving it. Okay, guys, look. Look how this is coming together. I was really nervous when Michelle came on. And I'm really nervous that Lori's on. Because, you know, I'm using her board. She came up with this Unique in the Creek board. I'm hoping I do you proud, Lore. I'm not a star, man. I am not. I am just me. I just do this because it okay, so when I start... Oh, look at you guys. So, I started doing crafting years ago. And the reason I did it, so my job as a nurse at the hospital, I worked with colon rectal cancer patients. And it's not something that everybody can do, but I found that going down to my basement and making something pretty kept my mind off of my patients, right? It allowed me to decompress and not even think about it. And just kind of went crazy. So I've come quite a ways, long ways since that. Thank you very much. Yes, I'm excited too. Gorgeous. It's looking good already. I know, we're not even done. We're not even done. And I tell you, if you're using a Unique in the Creek board, this whips up fast. Really fast. Now, if you're using a wood burner to cut your mesh, make sure you wear some kind of nose protection, because you are cutting like plastic. I saw you on the VIP Can-Am Connection. It's been one. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's a group that I belong to. Die Hard Crafters. VIP Connection. With Lori from Unique in the Creek and Michelle from Monkey's Creations. Yeah, I have a knack now. And we get together throughout the week. Questions and things that you can make, and it's awesome. And it's amazing what YouTube will do for you. So if you haven't already just subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do that. Hey, Tam. It's Unique in the Creek. You'll see this face. Okay, we're coming around the end here to this part. Now the next part of doing this is the hardest part. And I'm going to try not to cuss because I'm still a learner, really. Lori and Michelle and a lot of the people that are on here saying hi have been doing this a lot longer than I have. Love, love, love this. Glad. And cussing is not generally appreciated on Facebook, but hey. Where is Unique in the Creek located? Lori's from Niagara Falls. Good morning, Kimmer. I'm not sure where their warehouse is, but she's Canadian. She's all about being Canadian. I haven't done a Sarah flower. Come on, Laura. If I can do a Sarah flower, man, I'm a newbie. If I can do a Sarah flower, you can do a Sarah flower. Tina. Where's it shipped from, Tina? The stuff from Unique in the Creek. Out of Canada. Yeah. Okay, 2 more to go. All right. And then we're going to do another giveaway. So I've already given 2 away. So the next one is the tulip wreath. I'm going to give away a tulip wreath. Now I have a few. I have a white, I have a red, and I have a pink tulip wreath. And I'm going to give one of those away. So this is what you need to do. If you have purchased anything from me, whether you've purchased at a craft show or did a workshop with me or bought a kit, whatever, I want you to tell me what you bought. Warehouses in St. Catharines, factories in Hamilton. We also have a oh, awesome. Tulip wreaths are beautiful. Thanks, guys. Okay, look, I got my second row or my third row on, and there's 16 on this one. And I know Lori and Michelle wondered how they were so full. It's because I used shared holes for the inside. And that's just me. Okay? Don't have to do that. You can just use 8, but I do 16. Okay, tell me what you bought. Tell me if you bought an outdoor set, like a outdoor game, if you bought a wreath, if you bought ornaments, because I make Christmas ornaments. Tell me what you bought. You have a shop by the border. Wow, that's awesome. You bought a Christmas wreath, I know. You bought several with them, Tammy. That's awesome, guys. So everybody that came on here today commenting, for whatever reason, are going to go into a draw, and someone is going to win this Sara flower. You're not sure Halloween? I know, it's just crazy. I have some die-hard shoppers. And I appreciate it, you guys. I truly do. Oh, I know. Oops. Okay, look at me. Just going crazy with my zip tie snugger. Okay. So it's really, really important not to put these on the outside or turn them to the side. It's a beautiful flower. Thanks, Irene. Thanks, guys. Okay. So on these first 2 rows, I turned the zip tie heads to the side so that these petals would lay flat. I don't want you to do that with these ones. Okay, look. This is where we're at. We got 1 more row. So this is where we're at so far. There you go. Okay. So there is my Sara flower so far. Now this is the hard part, Lori. This is the hard part. And I found the easiest way to do it. Not been on very long, watching you maybe 3 months. Well, I'm glad you guys are here. I totally am. Haven't been shopping yet. Got to get moving. Check it out. Okay. Coffee and Bailey's to celebrate today. Okay. I make it look easy. I've done a few now, so it looks a lot easier than it did the first time I made it. Oh my gosh. There was some cussing going on. So this is what you're going to do for this next row. I'm going to put the same petal that I used for the center around here. Where can I shop? Hey, you can come shop in my basement. Now, take your zip tie. You're going to go in the same spot as you've put all the zip ties for your 3rd row. Does that make sense? Neat and tidy. Kind of by the way I am. So take your zip tie. I'm going to start here. I'm going to start here because I want to sit here. So I just take my zip tie, place it in, come around to the back, feed it through the back. I'll show you. I'm going to turn this around so you guys can see this. Feed it through the back. This takes the longest time to do because you've got petals in here already and you just want to make sure that you're not snagging them. So I think it's important when you use poly burlap, especially because it frays like the dickens. Wish you could shop in my basement. Well, a lot of people do. So there's my zip tie. See it? See it there? Look. There's the zip tie I've placed in a shared hole. Okay? Now, do you remember my these I made at the beginning if you were late to the party? Okay, these are my umbrellas that I made. Right? I'm going to place this in with this part facing in. Challenge. Sweet! Do it. Do it, Hemi. I want to see. Hemi's my crafting buddy. Okay? So take this, place it in. I'm going to hold it up so you guys can see. And I'm just going to snug it up. Okay? And I'm going to clip it off. So this is how I put it in. Look. See how it's facing the inside? That's how you do it. Face it the inside. Alright? Seeing in real makes decisions easier. Good. Okay. So see how I've got this clip on here? Take it off. Now what you want to do is you want to pull this up and then bring it around. I'm going to show you what it looks like. And keep it snug, guys. Right? You don't want it to loosen. And make sure it's coming around the bottom. And just come around and make sure it's tight. Take this one off too. And come around. So this is what it looks like. Don't worry about it being off center for a second, right? Then take your paper, your clip, and put it back in. And what I like to do is just clip it at the bottom. Okay, so there's what my petal looks like that I've just placed. Okay, see it? And then I'm going to go pink. Creations by Karen on Facebook. It's also Creations by Karen on YouTube. So I'm going to the one next to it with pink. Just take my zip tie, place it down, come around the back, and this is in a shared hole. Sharing means it's with the one next to it. Feed it in. Sometimes you have to use your needle nose pliers to grab that zip tie. This is where the cussing comes in sometimes. Just saying. Okay. And then I just close my zip tie. Alright. And then take my pink. And see how this is long? Got to cut it off. You make it look so easy. Well, you can thank Monkey for that. And the fact that I've done a few, Lori, it certainly wasn't at the beginning. Don't do a live the first time you make a Sara flower, because it just wasn't pretty. Wasn't pretty, and I didn't use ladylike language. Okay, got it? You guys still with me? Look at all you guys here. Oh, Lori makes it look easy too, believe me. Okay, so then I take this one that I've just put in. See? Look. Here it is on the side. I'm just holding it up, and then I'm just curling it around. And keep this tight. I'm going to loosen these up at the end. But you just have to keep it snug there. Otherwise it looks funky. Thank you very much. Thanks, Annie. You've been here since the beginning, my friend. I appreciate you guys so much for tuning in on Sunday mornings. Okay? I'm going to do that 16 times all the way around. And it's big, man. The inside, I like it like big and full and makes a statement. It says, hey, look at me, I'm a Sara flower. And I'm alternating pink and white. She's the master. No winner yet. Whoop. Hang on, I gotta scroll up. You're here. Yay, look at you guys. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Next one going in. White one this time, because we're alternating pink and white. And when you when I do a draw for the winner of this Sara flower, you can choose between pink, purple, or the black and white. Okay. And just snug your tie wrap up. Okay, so I'm going to hold this to the side so you guys can see how I place it. So here's my umbrella. I'm just going to place it in, facing the center. Going to snug it up. Oh yeah, the Unique and the Creek boards are awesome, man. Awesome, awesome, awesome. It's a whole new level to wreathing. Okay, so then you just take it. Are you watching, Lori? Good morning from Pennsylvania. Okay, I'll hold it up against the center. Bring this around. and then bring this one around too. And you want to make sure that it's at the bottom. Good morning, good morning. Okay, there you go. Just take your clip and place it there so that it doesn't come apart. And this took a while, guys. Like, it took a while to do this. Look at your eyes. I can do this. You can do this, Lori. Just saying. Okay? Now, I'm doubling the amount of inside petals that I'm using. Just because I figured it out that it's way easier just to double all the petals. Because I do the easiest way possible. Do you spray anything to protect them from the UV? So I know that a lot of people do. I haven't yet, but can anybody tell me what they use to spray your wreaths if you're using them outside in direct sun? That would help me. We're going pink here. What do you guys use to spray your wreaths if you're placing them outside? My front door is sheltered from the sun, so I don't usually have that problem, but why is it easier? Jean, I just found I wasn't fighting with the mesh all the time. And it gave me a little bit more coverage. That's why I doubled it. So when you get here, you just have to start tucking your ends in to the center. So here I am. I'm just coming up to the center, pulling this here, coming around, and then clipping it. Now once you get quite a few in here, you need 2 close pegs. One on this side. And I am going to open these up eventually, but not till I get all the petals in. Okay? Moving forward. Scotchgard spray. That works. I'm sure that would work. Oh, came apart. There we go. This is where the cussing and fighting starts with me. When it's not doing exactly what I want. There we go. Or not. Maybe I'll just do it this way. There we go. And there we go on that one. Okay. Next one going in. That sounds good, guys. Lori recommends that. Scotchgard UV and weather. Perfect. Works for me. So you don't have to do this on every one once you get to this part. You can just decide how much coverage you do need and how much you don't. So all you want to make sure is when you place this down that this part where you've put the petals in is going to be covered. So take my upside down umbrella. That will take some practice. Just thinking of how mine would work. Blue, white, and natural flower behind you, the same petal. That one there, that's blue and yellow. Yes, it is the same flower, petal. Just doesn't have this funky center. Okay, cut this off. We're close to the finished man. We're close. Okay, so come up, come around, nice and snug. And you have to keep just adjusting your clips to make sure that these guys stay where you want. You good? Everybody good? Is this the middle the same behind you as the black? Yes. Yes, it is. Yep. All right, I'm just going to put this one here just to keep it in place. Okay, moving forward. I'm going to put another one right here. So I'm doubling the number of tie wraps in this row. I was personally invited by Karen, but now I like and follow and can watch everyone. Nice. Thanks, Lori. I'd like to watch when you make this Sara flower. Please let me know. I have a lot of patience. Nurses tend to have patience. Yes, they do. I have a lot of patience for a lot of things. I have zero patience for a lot of things. For example, I have zero patience for people that aren't kind. No patience. None. And I can be very vocal about things like that. Once again, see I've put it in? I'm just holding this up. And it gets big, man. It's awesome. Yep, I have no patience for people that are not kind. There is no reason ever for you to be unkind. Ever. Especially on Facebook or YouTube to comment unkind things. If you don't like something, don't say anything. That's my thought process. Yeah, I know. I know. Sometimes my comment would not be pleasant. I'm one of these people that has no filter. None. So I'm kind of one of these people that just says what I think. And if you're being unkind, you'll know pretty quick what I think. This is where the cussing starts with this wreath. Okay, so here's my tie wrap here. And some people put all their tie wraps in, then put the petals in. I don't do that, only because I find I'm constantly fighting with the tie wrap and the petal. So that's why I kind of just do it as I'm going along. Right? Just take this and cut it off. Tuck that end piece down, and this one just comes around. And this mesh is awesome because then you can just tuck it in. Are you planning on doing any workshops for these routines? So, okay, so I'm kind of at the halfway mark here. So I actually am going to start putting petals here. So I do have a workshop on April the 10th for the bee. Yes, I agree, Dave. And I think I'm going to put a pink one in here. So on April the 10th, I'm doing a workshop for the bee, for the sunflower bee. It's at the Army Navy Veterans Club on Pall Mall Street, and this is all making sure that we're still good to go for the COVID. I'm going to do a workshop with 10 people, only because it was really hard for me to get the sunflower yellow that I needed. I could only get enough to do 10 kits, so I can only, sorry, I'm going to the side here. I can only have 10 people at that, and I know I've posted it. So could you please, if you want to do that, do you use a wood burning tool to cut your mesh? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely wood burning. If you want to do that workshop with me, the sunflower bee, could you just personal message me so that I know that you want to come? It's $50. $50 and you walk out with a wreath, man. So just come around, guys. And I'm starting on this side just because I'm trying to corral all these petals. corralling. I make my own words up. For you that are new to the page. So I'm just going to put my clip there. This will just tuck. That's a good price. Lori, how I make things is affordable for people. So, yeah. You'll message me. Okay, super. So, just going to keep going around here, guys, to fill up this space. So $50 gets you everything you need to make that wreath. And you'll walk out with it. Takes about 2 hours. In London, yes. At the Army Navy Veterans Club in London, Ontario, Canada. What city? London. Yeah. Yeah, so social distancing will be in effect. People will have to wear their masks. If you come with a person, you can sit with them, of course. Otherwise, kind of making it so that people are that far apart. They can have, like, I think 50 or 60 people in that space. So that's why I'm doing it there. Also, I'm a member of the Army Navy Veterans Club, so get a good deal. Okay. We're almost there. We're almost there. So this does take a bit of time to make. And as you can see, putting together certainly doesn't take a whole lot of time using this board. But cutting the mesh, folding all the petals, all that takes time. With the sunflower bee, it's not going to be. And when you come to those workshops, all the mesh is cut. Oh, I'm glad you're here, Nora. I'm glad you could come to the party. Every Sunday morning I do tutorials for all sorts of different stuff. Now, every once in a while I'm not here on a Sunday morning because I'm up seeing Fort. Yes, there will be 16 on the inside when I'm finished. So every few months I take a trip up to see my friend up in Thunder Bay. But I let you guys know ahead of time when that's going to happen. It's going pink here. Right? Come in. Come in this way. So I would probably say I would not do a workshop for a Sara flower. And the reason for that is I don't do workshops anymore. Mary, I can talk to you about that. Hi guys. We'll chat. Message me. We'll chat about that. In Listowel. It's not far from London. Lori doesn't do tutorials anymore because she's too busy making Unique in the Creek amazing. I know Angela said one day I should be a spokesperson for Unique in the Creek because I constantly talk about them. But you know, when you find something that works, sorry, I'm going to sneeze, that works for you, then you want to share it with everybody, right? Kinda. See how we're putting this around? And you start using a lot of clothes pegs and make sure you have those handy. Okay. Just a few more going in here, people. So when these start getting wonky, irritates me. Okay, here we go. Yes, I know this tutorial is a little bit longer than normal, but you guys wanted to see the Sara flower. And I swore I would never do another one, but you know what? I got the hang of it now. So I'm more than happy to share this with you. But like I said, it does take an extra little bit of time. It looks like it's hard to keep track which hole you go in. I can tell because I'm close up and I know which holes have extra in them and which doesn't. And if you're doing this the way that I'm doing this, you'll be able to tell. but it does get a little bit wonky. You have to kind of find your tie wrap because it gets stuck. And that's why you clip them off as you're going along. But what you want to do is put enough petals in so this part, you do want a yellow one, Mar. As soon as I can get that yellow mesh, I will make it for you, my friend. Yep. Of course, this one I fought with and I put it in backwards. So you're putting your tie wrap in. You have to make sure that you're putting it in right. So the flat end is what you're feeding your end of the tie wrap into. Okay. So find that little, where is it? I'm fighting with it, but I got it, my friends. Okay. Here we are. See, I'm going to hold this up for you. See how this looks good? This is still kind of open. That's why I'm sticking these in. And I'm just kind of randomly putting them in because I want it to look not asymmetrical. Yellow is scarce right now. Yeah, apparently. So I know how many I'm putting in because I counted the number of petals that I had made ahead of time. So when I know my bucket is done, I have enough petals in. Or if it looks good. Okay. First time watching you from Pennsylvania. Everything looks so beautiful. Well, thank you very much. So everything back there, well, except for that big giant wreath, is made on a Unique in the Creek board. Okay? So, come around and just tuck them in. Clip them down. So this is why it's really important to keep them snug and have clips available, because you don't want to have it going wonky on you. Okay, let me spin it around. I think I'm going to put one more here. Take your zip tie, place it down, come to the back, feed it through. First time from Purvis, Mississippi. Mississippi? Welcome from Mississippi. Welcome to Your Creations by Karen. If you haven't done so, can you go to my YouTube page and check me out there? So I can continue doing this for you crazies. Do you know when I started wreathing, nobody used zip ties or clothes pegs? Really, Lori? Wow. That's awesome. You invented that too. Just amazing, Laura. Amazing, my friend. I've always used clothes pegs. Zip ties, not till I started using Unique in the Creek boards. Glad you found me. I'm glad you did too. I'm glad everybody found me. Okay. Alright. So, I'm going to come around. Take these off. And this one. Pull this down. So once you've placed your petal, it traps the other ones. Oh, this is looking good. I like it. Okay. So, you can take that, stuff it in. Alright, so this is what it looks like, guys. See that funky center? I mean, I really love the way it looks. Okay, so this is what we're going to do now. I have my glue gun plugged in. But what I want to do is where I have end pieces, I'm just going to, you can't wait to try it. Awesome. I want to see all your creations when you make them. Take your glue gun. Place a little bit of hot glue just on your end pieces that are kind of wanting to hang out. Because I'm going to start taking these clothes pegs off and we're going to make it full. How many petals on the bottom? So on the outside row, there's 16. On the outside row. On the second row, there's 8. 8 white. This row is 16. On the inside row, with the very center of the rose part in the center, there's 4. And then there's, I think I only put 14 in here. So once again, use good glue. Tell me what kind of glue I use, people. I want to see it. Someone's going to win something if you answer correctly. What kind of glue? Tell me what kind of glue I use. Waiting. Waiting, waiting, waiting. So just on my end pieces that are kind of sticking out, I'm just taking a little bit of glue. Gorilla. Very pretty. Thank you. And I should be using like something for my fingers to stop me from getting burned. Where is my... So, I'll make another one. Because I can. Look at you guys. Gorilla Glue, yeah. Yay! Gorilla Glue. Look at all you guys. That's awesome. Okay, so everybody that said that, put down what they think I use as glue. Because I'm an addict. I'm going to put your name in a draw. And somebody is going to win that awesome pink one there. Glittery. It's glittery for you glitter girls. Hey, Deb. Gorilla Glue. And you get it at Walmart. I know. You get stock in Walmart. All right. We're almost to the end. We are almost to the end. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited that Lori came on and said hi. Lori from Unique in the Creek, owner and creator of Unique in the Creek, is here. I'm so happy you're here. Everybody that came on today to say hi to me and celebrate with me my 1 year of doing tutorials, I'm so appreciative. I'm going to put everybody's name in a draw, and someone is going to win either this Sara flower or one that I've already made. Thanks, guys. You love the way I teach. You know what? I think the most important thing about doing tutorials is to be you. Where did you buy your mesh? Unique in the Creek. And all my reason be thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You can buy it at Walmart. Comes in a pack of 72. Yep. Okay. 1 year, wow. Love glitter, can never have much glitter. I have a love-hate relationship with glitter. Good God. A year already. I know, it's crazy. Okay, I'm standing up, right? So I'm going to take all these off. All these really annoying clothes pegs that have managed to keep everything in place. Luckily, right? So then all I'm going to do is gently key, and I figured this out making these, is gently push down like this. Okay? Don't worry about these inside pieces. They're not going anywhere, man. They're hanging out. And you just kind of play with this a little bit. Right? So if you're looking at this, there is nothing showing at the bottom. I'm going to give you a close-up. Look at guys. Look, look, look. There it is. Look at the Sara flower. I'm holding it up so you guys can see it. Now if I go to the side, see, you can't see anything on the sides. Right? And I will go through and just put a little bit more glue. What do you think? Hang on. Oh my goodness. I have to read this. Okay. Now I have to read this because it's crazy. So many people. Look at you guys. I have to go back and read all these. Okay, guys. Look. Here's a little tip for you newbies that are having challenges making this petal. Because Michelle from Monkey's Creations, and if you haven't gone to her YouTube channel, go to Monkey's Creations. Right. One of the most important things about this, the outside petals on this, is to make sure that they're perfect and there's just one petal. So when you put one on top of the other, or you do it, they split sometimes. But here is the key. And this is just me because I'm OCD. I'll show you. So you take a petal, and if you see that it's come apart, all right, for example, this one, it's not sitting flat. Take your glue, little bit of glue, not a lot of glue. Wowza. Take a little bit of glue and place just a dab of glue on that petal at the top. This is where you should be using finger protection. I do not. I do not use finger protection. 1, I'm a nurse and I have tough hands. 2, I'm a rebel. And you hold that together, that bad boy is going to sit pretty. And it's not going to look split. Okay, guys? That's it. That's it for today. It's made a Sara flower. Now I'm gonna put a hanger on it. I should have done it at the beginning, and I did not. But I'm gonna put a hanger on it, and so it can hang up on somebody's door. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much. And what I'm gonna do is sometime this afternoon, I gotta figure out this comment picker thing. I might need some help figuring that out because I've tried to put a comment picker on and I can't get it to work. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Glad to hear it. Comment picker. But I'm going to write everybody's name down that came on and said hi. And one of you people are going to win this. And if you live in the States, I'll cough up the shipping for it. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much. Well, you know what? It's been an amazing year, and it's been a crap year because of everything that's happened. But you guys have made it just a little bit better for me. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Okay, so next week we are going to make a planter for my front porch using artificial flowers, because when I buy flowers and I put them on my front porch in a planter, they die because I don't water them, because I'm lazy. Well, I'm not lazy. I just forget about them. So make sure that you tune in next Sunday morning at 9 o'clock, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Happy anniversary. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much. Anyways, that's it for today. So I'm going to draw names. People that have won wreaths today, and I'm going to message you. I'm going to post a list. Look forward to seeing everybody then next week. Just 112. Thanks, guys. And until then, be safe. Love you all. Thanks for coming in. Go to my YouTube channel and like and subscribe. Thanks, everybody, for coming in today. See you later. Bye now.